All right, we're connecting. We're getting ready to stream on the Facebook. Facebook.com/NaptownBuzz. For those of you who listen to the podcast while we wait for Facebook to go live. Usually takes about 10 seconds. Here we go. All right, we're live on the Facebook. How you guys doing? Happy Friday. Tell me this wasn't the longest short week ever. Anyway, it is Friday, January 19th, 2018, halfway through the month. Can you believe that? Anyway, spring will be here soon. Not soon enough. We still got another month of winter weather, month and a half. Anyway, today, let's look at the weather first. It's going to be almost 40 degrees. The weekend's going to be excellent, at least for this time of year. Maybe put some shorts on. Milder, in the 40s this weekend. Maybe some rain. Hear rumors and maybe about 50 degrees on Monday. I can handle that. It's better than last week, all the ice and nonsense. Maybe this Friday night you can actually get a pizza delivered. That's the first time I saw that. No pizza delivery last Friday. Anyway, that's what's going on with the weather. That's what most people want to know anyway, right away. Today, I only saw one national day, but it's a good one. National Popcorn Day. I'm down with that. I'm going to break out the Whirly Pop. What kind of popcorn do you guys like? You do your own popcorn on the stove? You do the bag popcorn? If I get the bag, I like the movie style. It's a bit much butter and salt, but I prefer to pop my own. I usually do a mix of small and large kernels, white and yellow. Just mix it up a little bit. There are tons of popcorns. If you ever want to see how many popcorns are, head up onto Amish country, northern Indiana. Oh my gosh, all kinds of Yoder popcorns. Had no idea there were so many. Of course, one year I grew some popcorn. They're like these little bitty husks. But anyway, I grew some red ruby one year. And it's kind of weird. You got to let it dry long enough to get the humidity in it, and then it will finally pop. But that was pretty cool. Not hard at all to grow. Takes a little patience, though, because it was probably late winter, early spring before I could actually pop that stuff. But that was pretty neat. Put it by your side of your house. Cut down the stalks. Use it for decorations in the fall. Anyway, that's where we are. It's National Popcorn Day. Hashtag National Popcorn Day. Food trucks, I only see Gaucho's Fire out today. There may be others. Of course, they haven't been posting much lately. But we know they're out up in Carmel. Sports Roundup. Just got your Butler, Pacers, IU, Colts, IndyCar news. Danica Patrick. Rumor has it she's going to be spotting the old GoDaddy colors in the 500. Her final race. Of course, she's supposed to be doing the Daytona 500 and then the Indy. Then calling it a career. An amazing race, which I have not watched any of this yet, but Connor Daly and Alexander Rossi, they narrowly miss a third leg win. Don't ask me what that means. Those of you that watch the show, clue the rest of us in. Put a comment here on the Facebook or send us a message on Twitter at Naptown Buzz. Of course, Nicole Briscoe, she is going to be hosting the ABC's Indy 500 broadcast this year. Wonder if we'll get to see Ryan back at the track. Don't know, but that's what's going on there. Let's see. Pacers lost last night to Portland. 86-100. Wow. Of course, Pacers back in it tonight. On their West Coast trip, they're playing the Lakers at 10:30. Fox Sports Indiana or 1070 The Fan, 107.5. That's how you can catch that game. Of course, Pacers are 24-21 now. Lakers are 15-29, so hopefully the Pacers will get that win. And of course, they have a day off before they got to travel up to Sacramento. I believe that's where they're going, right? No, San Antonio. Playing the Spurs. That's your Pacers news for the weekend. Standings. Boston's on a 2-game losing streak now because they lost again, but the Pacers are still down here. That would have put them up another half game or something if they would have won last night, but Pacers are down 9.5, still in that 6th spot. A couple games above the death line here. So right now we're looking playoff bound. Jump back over to racing. Do you guys follow Mario Andretti? Oh my gosh, dude's hilarious on Twitter. You got to see some of this stuff. But the other day was AJ Foyt's birthday, so he tweeted out a picture of him and AJ. Happy birthday to my BFF. Of course, they say, thanks, Mario. We'll let him know. AJ doesn't tweet. Mario says, I'm making him a cake, which I only do for my BFF. Which is hilarious. Of course, AJ, as they said, isn't on the Twitter. So the Indy star starts bantering with him. Mario says, yeah, how do you like that? I profess my love for AJ Foyt and declare him my BFF, and he doesn't even know what the heck BFF is. I hope he loves me back. That's funny. These guys are getting pretty funny in their old age. Love seeing these guys still out at the track. Another Mario tweet I thought was funny. For the record, this is my new favorite word, badassery. I already used it 4 times today. Funny stuff. Colts Twitter. Peyton Manning has been selected as the 10th recipient of the Lamar Hunt Award for Professional Football. Congrats, Peyton. Still getting awards, and he's not even playing. How about that? Oh, those were the good old days, weren't they? Hopefully Luck gets back. Colts get things back on track. Head on over to the blog Roundup. We only have a handful. Come on, guys. You got to start blogging around here again. What's going on? Indie Hub has a blog. Indie Child's magazine. Doug Carr over at Martech. Connor Prairie. And Randy Clark over at TKO Graphics. They all have some posts for you to read. So check that out. Podcast Roundup. Got a handful of these. Evil is as evil does. 5-ish Fangirls. Inclusive Breakdown. Christy Lee Uninterrupted. Obsessed with Design. Off the Circle, which that's Doug Carr as well. Out for a Run. The Patriarchs. You check all this out. We'll link all this in the show notes over at NaptownBuzz.com. Just check that out. We'll post this shortly after the show. Head on over to events. Bob Birchfield has some stuff for us. Of course, I'll add in, since we won't be doing a show tomorrow. It's just not possible on Saturday morning. Too dang hard. The Roller Girls are in town starting their season, so go check that out. Fairgrounds is hopping year-round. So they have the home show going on out there. Of course, the Winter Magic Festival at Indy Fringe Theater is today. Indy Golf Expo at the fairgrounds. Indy Fuel at the fairgrounds tonight, which, if you haven't checked out the Fuel, go. It's awesome. It's good minor league hockey. Haven't made it out to a game this year. Hopefully I'll get to here next month or so, but fun times. They always have specials going on. There's some sort of special I saw for Saturday. I don't recall what that was right now, but they did have a special going on this weekend. Then Disney on Ice, Dare to Dream. Of course, your Hoosiers. This is back to sports for a minute. Hoosiers play tonight. Be playing 7 p.m. Fox Sports 1 at Michigan State. That's going to be a tough game. But if IU wins that, they will actually pull ahead of Michigan State in the Big Ten standings. So IU would go into the 3 spot alone, it looks like. That's crazy. So Hoosiers, you do have a chance. You just got to win the Big Ten. They are 11-7 overall. The Boilers got, as I told you yesterday, you got all the games going on tomorrow with the Indian teams. You got Boilers at noon on ESPN. You have Butler at 2 p.m. on Fox Sports 1. Then at 4 p.m. you have Notre Dame at Clemson on ESPN. So that's going to be a tough day. Tough game anyway. Boilers should steamroll, but we shall see. Stranger things have happened. Of course, Pirates news. This relates to the Indianapolis Indians, if you're wondering why we cover the Pirates all the time. So anyway, the Giants claimed one of the Pirates players off of waivers. And I guess I'll take a moment just to explain this, because I'm sure a lot of people have no clue what I'm talking about. So waivers, players can get optioned. So basically, they can get pulled up to the majors so many times, and they can only play like so many days a year before they're considered a major league player. This is all with their contracts and whatever. So you have usually 2-3 years. They can go up and down for a little while. So this guy is obviously, he's out of his options. He can't be optioned, to Indianapolis or Altoona or one of the other lower level teams. So you put him on waivers. If he does what they call clear waivers, which means no one picks the guy up, then you can assign him to Indianapolis, Altoona, any of the minor league teams in the Pirate system. So just looking at what happened with this guy, where'd we get him from? Okay, September, the Twins designated him for assignment, which is what I was talking about. He was assigned, nobody picked him up, he was assigned here. But then, the assignment didn't go through. Giants claimed him off of waivers from the Twins. Of course, then the Giants, they put him on the waivers too. Phillies claimed him. That was in November. Then in December, the Phillies did it to him as well. Pirates picked him up in December. January, so a few days ago, earlier this week, I guess, Pirates designated him for assignment. Then yesterday, the San Francisco Giants claimed him off of waivers. So basically all this, the Giants picked him up in September from Minnesota, then he went to Philadelphia, then he went to Pittsburgh, and now he's back in San Francisco. So if you're a minor league ball player, that's often what happens with major leagues too, I guess. When you're not quite, high star caliber, but you're a good utility player, you'll bounce around like this. But so if you ever see those in the sports news, that's what they're talking about. Of course, if you guys ever have any questions about that, let me know. I follow baseball quite a bit. Love baseball. Can't wait to get back out to Victory Field this year. Let's get on to, got a couple more things for you real quick. One thing, I hate SEO people. You guys know that. Of course, I do a lot of tech stuff. These people, I'm not even going to get into there, but anyway, this morning I get an email. Oh, yeah, you did a story about this. Let me send you a link to this on my finance whatever site, and you will just give me a byline and link back. Basically, these guys are trying to use our website to get them ranked in the search engines higher. So people will hire these companies to do that, but it really pisses me off when they do this. But this will go into my next thing. It pisses me off. We'll get back to that. The language of it. One of my hobbies is following what the Brits are up to, trying to figure out what the Brits are talking about half the time, right? It's pretty fun. Two nations divided by the same language. Oh, we're freezing up on the Facebook. What's up with that? Must have been that thing. Anyway, I'll post this later on the YouTube. But anyway, read this headline, right? If you're an American, you're going to read this as woman's road rage after McDonald's crossing hands with or cross hands. It's a place. Parking row. So this is how you're going to read it in America, right? A parking row. So she went down an aisle? No. This really reads, woman's road rage after McDonald's cross hands parking row. Like wow, row. A row is an argument, a disagreement over there. So anyway, gist of this story is she sped out of a drive-thru, a guy clinging to her car bonnet. Yeah. So he's grabbing onto the car, right? This guy eventually threw himself from the car onto the dual carriageway. So the roads are carriageways. Love the language over there. Anyway, some things, they are the same. Says he said when he complained, she gave me the middle finger with a smug look on her face. So the middle finger is universal, guys. Love that line from what was it? Top Gun. What were you doing? Oh, keeping up foreign relations. Anyway, so that leads to my other language bit. If you go over to someone in the UK and say that you're pissed off, that you're pissed, they will think that you are drunk. No, I am not drunk this morning, for the record. Anyway, just looking at other email, of course, there's a lot more concert news, man. It's nuts. Apparently, Fatboy Slim is still around if you're into Fatboy Slim. Fall Out Boy, all that stuff. Def Leppard and Journey. That might be a good one. Where is this at? That's in Cincinnati, though. Yeah. I go to Cincinnati to go to Jungle Gyms and Kings Island. Of course, to visit relatives over that way, too. But anyway, that's all I'll have for today, guys. Kept you 17 minutes here, which is longer than usual. Come back at you next week. I don't know, maybe we can sneak in a Sunday night one with both the wife and I. We shall see. But definitely try to catch you guys next week. Just hit us up at Naptown Buzz. NaptownBuzz@gmail.com if you want to send us an email. All that good stuff. So we shall catch you guys later. Have a great weekend.